the Cleveland airport and I'm getting ready to fly to Dallas, Texas. I'm going to Dallas for just like 3 days of rest and relaxation with Jesus. I actually had a couple months ago, or maybe like a month and a half ago, I was checking my email and I noticed that I was getting, emails that I always ignore from like American Airlines and Delta and stuff like that. And I realized like, I probably have some flight miles. And I try to accumulate them, but I never use them and I always forget about them. And so I realized that I probably had some flight miles. And after some further research, I was like, I have quite a few air miles that I've accumulated. Like, is there something I can do with them? And so I was praying about it. I feel like the Lord told me to take a solo trip to Dallas. And so after some research and I kind of like mixed the airlines, I'll be flying American Airlines to Dallas and Delta home. But after like looking through all my miles, I ended up booking a round trip or a one-way there and a one-way back for $5.20 each way, so like $11.40, something crazy. So yeah, all I had to pay was like the little bit of tax at the end. So I'm super excited. Normally when I'm flying, I look busted because I'm either backpacking to go, to some foreign country on the mission field, or that's usually when I travel. So I woke up super early this morning, did my hair and put on some makeup and got actually dressed. I made like 2 rookie mistakes and I feel like I'm like a master traveler because I've traveled so much, but it's been probably coming up close, like a half a year, maybe like 6 or 7 months since I've been on a plane. But 2 mistakes. Number one, my carry-on and all I brought as a carry-on is way too heavy. Like, I was dragging it on the floor through the airport because it was so heavy, and I'm just like, okay, I'm over this. And number 2, I accidentally went to the TSA pre-check line. And they were like, oh ma'am, you don't have pre-check. I was like, oops, you're right, I don't. I was wondering why the line was so short, and I'm like, Carm, what are you, rookie mistakes? So it's also very interesting being a vlogger out here in a very public place because everybody's looking at me like, what is she doing? Just talking to herself in a camera, that's all. Nothing to see here, folks. So my flight leaves in about 45 minutes, and while I wait, I'm sitting here eating this acai bowl, and it is so good, you guys. Catch this glow, y'all.
Customers are welcome to board now anytime during the boarding process through the priority lane. Thanks for being with us today.
Catch this glow from this sun.
Welcome Group 1 customers and U.S. military personnel with active military identification or Flight 1590 to Dallas Fort Worth. Group 1, please.
This is the glow from the sun that's coming through this window. Keep that. Well, my flight's boarding, so I probably should go. But I'm loving this. People keep walking through it. So I just landed in Dallas and now I'm trying to find baggage claim. Well, yeah, so I can find my ground taxi to take the shuttle to pick up my car. You guys, that flight was low-key awful. Like, I mean, we're safe, but it was just Cleveland to Dallas. It was one of the rockiest flights I've ever been on. Like, I was nauseous, praying, reading scripture, super serious. I was like, okay, yeah, I don't feel great. Hopefully I'm going the right way. Hey guys, so I finally got my rental car. So I'm about to go in Tacos Mariachi and get some food because I'm super duper hungry. I've been on a plane all morning. So I'm at Tacos Mariachi and it's Tijuana street flavors. So this is a chicken al pastor taco. That is the Mexican style chicorn pilotas. This is a shrimp taco. I don't remember the name of it. It has a fancy name. So I'm leaving Tacos Mariachi, which was my first stop of the day. Still have about 3 hours so I can check into my hotel room. It was okay, which is such a rarity for me. But I will say they recommended a specific taco, and I didn't get that one because I didn't see it on the menu. But yeah, it was all right. All right, you guys. So I left Mariachi Tacos. Art, street art. Let me turn the camera around. I'm heading to a place now called Bing Box, I think. It's ice cream, of course. And I'm excited for some sweet treats. You guys, look at this ice cream cone. It's matcha and vanilla in a black cone with strawberries. Wow. That is so good. Okay, so that was absolutely delicious. I love ice cream anyways, but that was really unique and really good. It was the matcha flavor. Matcha flavor. That was definitely the star of the show. Hey guys, so I'm in my hotel room and I'm loving this. It is such a nice room. I'll have to give you guys a room tour at some point, but I got that ice cream. The ice cream was amazing, but it melted really. I don't know if it was the kind of ice cream it was, but I was inside of an air-conditioned building and it melted so fast. I didn't even get a chance to eat it all because it was literally dripping down my hand. So, and I'm also even when I eat desserts, they should be small ones because I never really can eat a ton of dessert. So it was a really big ice cream cone, but I ate most of it, or at least a good portion, and it was so good. I'm about to wipe this makeup off my face. Oop. I'm using a what is that called? I'm using a selfie stick right now to kind of get some different angles and stuff like that, but and so I don't have to hold the camera, but I'm about to wipe this makeup off and braid my hair up and take a nap. That's it. Oh, let me show you guys the book I'm reading. So, brought a little miniature Bible and my journal. Isn't that a cute Bible? It's the ESV Bible. But this is the book I'm reading. It's by Francine Rivers and it's called Redeeming Love. And it's basically about, it's a fictional version of the story of Hosea and his wife. So it's a story about redemption and love, obviously, because it's called Redeeming Love. But the woman is like the broken, really hurt one and running away from the relationship, and the man is like pursuing her to bring her home, which is very similar to Hosea and Gomer, which is also very similar to our relationship with Jesus. Would you look at that? So that's the book I'm going to be reading this weekend when I have time, when I'm not sleeping or just laying around. So yeah, stay tuned. Hey guys, so I am finally up again for the day. I had a wonderful little trip to the grocery store in the neighborhood and I loved it. Like, the grocery store was so dope, and it had like all these exotic fruits and like whole fish and stuff like that. I love like international grocery stores. I'm getting ready to head to dinner, hence the reason why I decided to get dressed again. But first, let me give you guys a room tour. So I'll start out here. This is the lobby. I'm staying at Hawthorne Inn and Suites, and so this is the kitchen. It literally comes with a full kitchen, living room area, window, and then there's a TV right there. And I'm pretty sure that this is like an extended stay type of thing for most people. Here's the bedroom, and there's another TV where this is where I've been laying all day. Excuse the mess. And this is the bathroom. Of course, I have my makeup and hair stuff everywhere. Really big, huge closet, bathroom with toilet and shower. I really like it. Of course, it's made for much more than one person, but this was my comfy vacation weekend, so I just decided to go for it, and I'm really enjoying staying here. So I'm going to dinner tonight by myself, yay, at a place called Zaytinya something. It's a Mediterranean, Middle Eastern place, and apparently there's one that was really successful. Well, it's still there in DC, and then the head chef decided to put one here. But it's not in Dallas, it's in Frisco, which is about 20 minutes north of where I am. Maybe like northeast or something, northwest. One of those. Not super directionally compass minded. But yeah, I'm gonna go there for dinner. To Frisco, maybe get a cream puff from this place that's near there for like a dessert type of thing. Maybe not, I don't know. And then I'm gonna head back here and go back to sleep and go to church in the morning, prayerfully, if I get up and I'm like wide awake on time. If not, I'm just gonna rest and sleep in. But my plan is to go to the upper room tomorrow, which I'm super excited about because I've been there before. When I did my last summer here, I went, which was 4 years ago now. And their worship sets are really amazing. They weren't how they are now, like all big and stuff like that, but yeah, it was really cool when I went back then, and I'm excited to go here. So yay, heading to dinner now. So you guys, I'm heading to dinner, and I don't know what is going on out here. I'm at some, like, I guess it's like a center or something, but it's like a lot going on. There's fire trucks and police trucks. It's really pretty. Just the atmosphere looks really dope, and this is like some cool park. Okay, y'all, this is like so fabulous. Like, I love it. It's so cute. cute and it looks so amazing. I don't even know what to order, but everything looks amazing. Actually, I ordered something called tapiti. It's a spread, like a hummus type of spread, but it's not hummus. It's roasted red pepper. So, I am back. Hi, hair. I am back from dinner, you guys. I am shiny too. Ooh. Made it back from dinner. And that was probably legit one of the best meals I've ever had in my entire life. Like, it was so good. So if you are in the Dallas or Washington, D.C. area, because there's only one in Dallas, well, it's Frisco, and one in Washington, D.C., as far as I know, go to Zetinia. And I'll put in the bottom of the screen how that's actually spelled. And I'm going to tell you guys what I had, because you'll see it in the video. So they recommend that you kind of like follow the menu. I didn't specifically follow it because it was just me. I didn't want to order all that food. But there's like 6 different things you can order, from spreads to main dishes or whatever. So I started with the tapiti, which is like, it's marinated roasted red peppers, feta, and thyme. And it was like a dip that you use for pita bread. And it was so good. It was very just like fresh tasting. And then they also give you bread. The bread is just really good, really phenomenal. It's just like it's like a puffed pita. And then for vegetables, I got crispy Brussels Ophelia. And it's Brussels sprouts, coriander seeds, barberries, and garlic yogurt. I had no clue what barberries were. My waiter, like, he explained it to me, and they're just like a cross between a raisin and some type of berry, he said. But it was really, I mean, the Brussels sprouts were the star of the show. Actually, no, all of it was the star of the show. It was so good. And then for me, I got the Nisa lamb chops, and it's grilled lamb, rib chops, smoked yogurt, tzatziki, and caper dill salsa. Salsa, S-A-L-T-S-A. Oh my gosh, you guys, I don't even eat lamb all like that. So good. So if you're in any of these areas, you gotta try, what's the name of it again? Zaytinya, Z-A-Y-T-I-N-Y-A. Now I'm tired. I'm about to wipe up this makeup and get ready for bed. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Heading to church at the upper room.
He called Simon Peter and released the holiest words that have ever come out of a human being's mouth. Because he's looking at this 5'5" Jewish man who looks nothing spectacular on the outside.
So you guys, I just left church at the Upper Room Dallas, and I visited this church years ago when I did my college internships here in Dallas. And it was in a different building, so it's moved now, but it was so great. You can see the people like there walking. But it was so great. I love churches that are multicultural, just because of my heart for the missions field and just really what I believe the kingdom is supposed to be. There were people of African descent. I believe some people from Ethiopia, just based on their features. They looked very Ethiopian. There were white people and African Americans, and there were different people of Asian descent, and there were Hispanic people and Mexican people, and it was amazing. And the man who preached, his message was really on just like beholding the beauty of Jesus, which is something that obviously is so important. And one of the prayers that I just was praying over myself as he spoke was like, Lord, take away my hesitancy. I know sometimes when I think about spending time with the Lord and pressing into his presence, I feel very hesitant because I feel like, man, it's going to take so much work to do that. But like the Lord just reminded me, like, you're not working to like feel like you've done enough for yourself. Like, that's not even what this is about. So yeah, it was so good, and I'm so glad I got up and went. And I caught a little bit of worship at the beginning, but then they did some more worship at the end, and it was perfect. So I think I'm gonna head to grab some lunch now, and maybe you could do some reading or something. Okay, you guys, so I just did the absolute most. I went to a place called Pecan Lodge for lunch after church. Stood in line for almost an hour and a half, like an hour and 20 minutes. But yes, stood in the line for an hour and a half to get what is some of Dallas's most famous, probably Texas's, maybe even in the world, I don't know. I know they had a news article that said even in the world, most famous barbecue. Ended up getting it to go because it was so stacked in there. I am going to go home or to my hotel now and eat all the things because I'm super hungry. Been waiting in lines since I got out of church, and I'm ready to eat, but I did not want to sit in there after all of that waiting. I'm like, oh, let me get comfortable and eat comfy in my hotel room. So stay tuned, I'll show you guys what I got. Hey guys, so before I dig in, I wanted to show you guys what I got. This is my food from Pecan Lodge. This is brisket. That's a rib, macaroni and cheese, and okra. And it looks and smells amazing. I just heated it up and put some like barbecue sauce on top. I'm about to bang. As you can see, I'm already in my t-shirt. Got my earrings out. I'm about to bang this food. So yeah, stay tuned. Good morning. So I just came from the grocery store. I went to Central Market again, which was the grocery store I went to the other night. I think I may put that in my video, but if I didn't, the first night I was here, I went to Central Market grocery store, and I just loved it. It's like an international cultural Whole Foods, so everything is fresh and organic. It's really expensive, but it's a really nice grocery store. And I just got some things to cook for breakfast. Checkout isn't until 12. It's the last day of my trip, you guys, so I'm gonna go back, cook some breakfast. I also had to pick my dad up some macadamia nuts because for whatever reason he's like obsessed with them right now. But I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna cook breakfast, and then I'm gonna head to the airport at noon and drop off my car and get some Garrett's popcorn from the airport and get on my flight to Atlanta, and then from Atlanta I'll go back to Cleveland. So it's been such a good time. I'm well rested, and that was really what the Lord spoke over this trip. I didn't do a ton, which you'll see and as you watch the video, but it was really good to just do what I could do. I ate some really good food, like especially I would say Zatenia and Pecan Lodge. Those were really good meals. They were really heavy meals though, so I didn't eat a ton while I was here. Because my body was trying to process all of that. But it was good, so I'm thankful. So you guys, I cooked. That's butter, garlic butter. I made steak and shrimp and couscous, and I have some barbecue sauce just in case I need it. So you guys, this is Lover's Lane. think. And it's leading up to, this is really close to Southern Methodist University, which is where I did my college internship at. The name of the program is Project Transformation, but we stayed at SMU. No, I'm not Methodist or anything. It just was the church that was affiliated with the program that I interned with. So Mockingbird Lane is what we are coming up on right after university. And Mockingbird Lane is where SMU is at. And over that way, we're gonna drive past it, but you have the very prestigious Highland Park area. Highland Park, University Park. It is where a lot of very rich people live. And it was so funny being young inner city kids doing our college internship in this very rich neighborhood. You see all these like high walls and how it's gated and stuff. Isn't that interesting? But yeah, being like young inner city kids doing college internships. Oh my gosh, look at that cute dog hanging out the window. He's so cute. He's huge. He's like a monster. But this is SMU Boulevard. And this is SMU's campus. It's fall right now. Or not fall. Ha! It's not fall. It's definitely ending of winter. But this is like all the building. This is SMU's campus. It is probably the most beautiful campus I've ever been on. And having access to this I worked at Project Transformation for 3 summers. 1 was my college internship and 2 were leading the interns. But having access to this campus was really great. And I'm going to show you guys the house that we stayed in. So, one summer, I stayed in that one. And then one summer, or like the last summer I was here, we stayed in this one. Aren't those beautiful homes, you guys? So nostalgic for me being back on this campus. So when I worked with Project Transformation, it was actually the very first missional thing that I ever did. I was a part of Project Transformation. I was on the Sherman Denison team that summer. But we came to Dallas every weekend to like hang out with the other interns and do like programs and go to church with them and do worship nights and stuff like that. So I remember I would come to this fountain and just sit. So I'm in the Atlanta airport now, you guys. And every time I come through here, which was probably multiple times a year for sure, they always have the coolest displays and their little concourse walks. I'm heading from concourse B to A to B, sorry. And it's like a rainforest in here. This is so cool. Hey guys. So, I am back in my room. Over there is where I film my Love Wildflower videos. Currently, I'm redoing my room, so it's kind of a mess, but no worries. This is actually where I lay my head against my wall, and I'm about to change that because you can see all the oil. Should I go this way? I don't know. I'm trying to like figure out. So basically all of the oil, there we go. All the oil over here. That's from my hair, and it's peeled the chalkboard paint off my wall, so I'm changing my room around. So forget the mess. But I didn't get a chance to really end my vacation video in Dallas because today was just kind of hectic. But I can say I am well rested. It's past midnight right now and I'm not tired at all. Thank you, Jesus. And so the one thing I went to Dallas for really was rest, and that was accomplished. All in all, I can definitely say I'm super thankful that I can do things like that. I'm super thankful that I had the air miles and stuff like that. Traveling by yourself is really hard. Have not done that a lot. I've traveled 2 places by myself, but I'm usually always meeting up with somebody. Excuse my bun. My hair is ready to be washed. It's like, okay, done. But I've traveled 2 places by myself, and I did 1 round trip kind of by myself, where I came from Cambodia back to the States and went back to Cambodia to bring someone home a couple years ago, and I went back by myself. But traveling by yourself is really hard. And I would say that the trade-off is you get peace and solace if that's what you're looking for, but the hard part is you don't get to split. First of all, you don't get to split the cost of anything with anybody, and so everything I did had to pay for it by myself, and it made it really expensive, from parking my car at the airport, because I did everything by myself. Everything. Didn't even have anybody drop me off at the airport. So parking my car at the airport, getting in the hotel room and in a car, those things were expensive to pay for by myself. Even eating out and not having anybody to like split. My family is so loud right now, and it's 1 o'clock in the morning. Eating out and not having anybody to split appetizers with, really, really, really expensive. But you know, it was an experience. It's not something that I would probably do a lot, to be honest. But I can see that there is a need to do things alone, and it taught me a lot. Like I was telling you guys in the beginning, I made some really rookie mistakes. One of them being my carry-on heavy duffel. Oh my gosh, I have to now invest in a rolling carry-on suitcase. I've never done that before, because normally when I travel, it is with a big 50-pound backpack, because I have missions, and so I've never invested in good luggage for luxury trips or vacations. But now I'm saying that I have to do that, because I have this nice little duffel from Target, but having it on my one shoulder for my entire trip was excruciating. It was like literally painful. I overpacked, but you know, people tend to do that for vacations. But also, I just need a rolling duffel. I mean, I keep saying rolling duffel. I need a rolling carry-on bag that is a decent size, like small enough to fit inside of an overhead. So that was one rookie mistake. I think another thing I probably would have definitely done different was try to get a better deal on my hotel. My hotel wasn't super expensive, but it was like $70 a night, and for one person, that is a lot of money to pay by yourself. So that's a place where I could have saved money. And I'm trying to think, are there other places that I could have saved money? Probably. Just can't really think of them right now, but I'm rested. Thank you, Jesus. That is what I went for, and so mission accomplished. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was a little bit all over the place, and I didn't really get to vlog a ton. I also didn't do a ton that was really vlog worthy, but I'll keep making videos like this. And comment below if you guys want more travel tips. I really want to do a video exclusively on travel tips, mistakes I've made, things that I've learned, and stuff like that, to help people travel smart. So yes, have a good night, guys. Bye.